What's bothering you involves Camille, Will, and you? Okay, this is one of those things where you really don't want to hear the rest of the story, but you really have to ask.
Yeah, well, it's no treat being on this end of it either.
So just give it to me straight, Alonzo.
All right. I think it's time I leave.
Leave? The palace?
The country. And take Camille with me.
What? Why?
The farther away that she and I get from San Cristobal, the better off you and Richard will be.
What does she say to you? How did she even get you to consider leaving?
You know what, can we just say this is a smart move and leave it at that?
No, we're not just going to leave it at that. I want to know what the hell is going on. And you said this involves Will. How does he fit into this smart move of yours?
Camille wants Will back.
I knew it. I knew it!
Cassie, she's desperate. She doesn't know what she's talking about.
I will never give her my son. Do you understand me? Never.
You are not going to have to. It's not going to come to that. I'm telling you, I've been trying to tell you this. Everything is going to be okay, because Camille is not after Will. What she really wants is me.
I don't understand this. Not more than a half an hour ago, she was standing in here all lovey-dovey over that baby, wanting to be mommy of the year, and you're telling me that it's all an act?
In a way.
How does a woman pretend to love a child? And not just any child, her own child, Alonzo.
I have no idea. None of this is making any sense to me. Camille just, she can't seem to let me go. And somewhere up here in her head, she's thinking that the only way to keep me around is to come at me through Will.
She's using that little boy that she carried for 9 months and she gave birth to manipulate you. She's using him like a tool, like he's a shovel or a hammer or something.
All right. You know, getting worked up over this isn't going to help anything.
Sorry, I just...
Yeah, you resent the hell out of her. I know.
She can't do this. She can't do this to you, and she can't do this to Will. It's wrong. Do you hear me? It's wrong.
In her fantasy world, she can.
So you're just going to let her stay there? You're going to let her stay there in this fantasy world of hers?
She wants the happily ever after ending, and you know what? I say give it to her.
Oh, yeah. What are you going to do? Remarry Camille?
No. But I'm going to take her away, far away, and I'm going to hang out with her, and we're going to hash this out.
Hash it out how?
She'll grow out of wanting me. Like she's grown out of wanting everything else in her life she thought she couldn't live without.
You hope.
No, I know. That is what's going to happen. Would you trust me on this? And meanwhile, Camille will be out of the picture. Okay? As far as Will is concerned, she'll be out of the picture, and she will no longer be a threat to you.
Do you want to be with Camille?
You know, there was a time when I first got back from being at sea for a year that I really thought that we could work it out. And the funny part is that she pulled the plug. All she wanted to do was go back to Iowa.
Oh, God, I wish that was all she wanted.
You know, and it hurt some. Actually, it hurt a lot. But in time, I got over it. And you know what? Sooner or later, she's gonna realize that the image of Alonzo that she has up here is not the same one that's standing in front of her. And once that happens, odds are she's going back to Iowa.
There has to be a way to make her get on with her life without uprooting yours.
I don't think so. Just a few minutes ago, she told me that she was going to take you and Richard to court and try and get Will back.
She's unbelievable.
You could lose Will. Do you hear me? You could lose Will. She is his biological...
No, I have legal adoption papers.
Well, she could just say you intimidated her into signing. That you and Richard used your power and your position to lean on her.
That's insane.
Yeah, I know that. But what if a judge doesn't think so? Do we even want to find that out? Do you want to risk that? I can't let this happen to the two of you. Not while I can do something about it. Not when I can give Camille what she really wants. Long enough to make sure that Will is safe, at least.
No. She can't do this to you. She can't.
All my life, I've been making decisions based on what I wanted to do. What was best for Alonzo. But that's not what you're about. You're always thinking about someone else first. Richard, Will, me.
Alonzo.
The point being is that I'm a little bit more like you now. I've got people in my life, and I've got a responsibility to help them.
How can you help them? How can you help Will if you're so far away?
By letting him be raised by the two people who love him most. By the two people who can give him what every kid is dying for. And it's your fault that I am so clear about this.
Why is that?
Because if I have any parenting skills, any generosity of spirit at all, I've learned it from you. From you and Richard. You know, for a while now, I've been around here, and you guys have shown me what it's like to love someone, to really be committed to that person. You know, you want to talk about generosity. You opened up your home to a stranger.
You risked your life to save Will's. You almost died.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that the two of you had to let me into your lives the way you have.
Well, I just thought it was very important for you and Will to know each other.
It's like I said. You're always thinking about other folks first. And I would have missed out big time if you hadn't.
What do you mean?
I'm starting to understand what it was you were talking about on the island. You know, you and I were stranded.
You mean the bond between a parent and a child?
Yeah, exactly. And it's every bit as special as you said it was. And I never, ever would have known anything about this. I never would have experienced it if you hadn't pushed so hard for me to spend time with Will. That's why I have to leave St. Cristobal. It's the only way that I know of to pay you back for opening up my eyes, for showing me how rich life can be.
You came so close to losing your life just to save Will's. You don't owe us a thing, Alonzo.
Giving a chunk of yourself for a kid is a no-brainer. As a matter of fact, so is stepping up for a friend. Somebody who has done nothing but give to you like you have done to me. So please, Cassie, don't fight me on this. Let me take Camille. Let me take her far away from here. Don't look at this as goodbye. Just think of it as thank you.
Richard, you're never going to believe this. Camille wants Will.
What?
She's threatening to take us to court to get Will back, but Alonzo says she really doesn't want Will. She's just using Will to get to him.
And what led you to that conclusion?
It wasn't tough to read between the lines. There was an out, though.
Yes, he thinks that he could take Camille and leave the island. That way he would be saving us from a huge custody battle.
It'll work.
No.
I have been trying to explain to her that this is the best way to handle this, but I don't think she's listening.
I am hearing you loud and clear. I just don't think it's
Well,
right,
if Alonzo is so sure...
Running off with Camille is not the answer. That is a sacrifice we should not have Alonzo make.
It's not going to be forever. It's just long
You should
enough...
not have to pay for everybody else's mistakes. I'm sorry. Richard, will you please tell him that? Will you please tell him that he needs to stay here? To hell with what Camille wants?
All right, yeah, you must stay.
Richard, you could lose your son. I mean it. Camille, for some weird reason, is bent on getting us back together. That's just the way it is, okay? She's desperate enough to try anything.
Well, let her.
Alonzo, it's a very nice gesture. It's an extraordinary gesture, actually, but perhaps we don't have to take such drastic measures.
No?
No, Camille has been making a lot of noise about suing for custody, but perhaps she's interested in something else, like money, and, well, maybe we can work something out.
That's right. Let us handle Camille, okay? And you just get that thought of leaving right out of your head. I'm gonna go hold Will.
You know what I'm going to go to? I just hope you know what you're doing.
Alonzo. You do realize that I wasn't being honest just now when I said that I thought you shouldn't leave. As a matter of fact, I think it would be a very good idea for you to take Camille and yourself and leave San Cristobal as soon as possible.
Go or stay? Which one is it?
I apologize for the mixed signals. I was thinking of protecting my wife's feelings.
So you do want me to take off?
Well, you said yourself, Alonzo, and I do agree. It is perhaps the best way to protect Will. Camille is the birth mother, and signed documents or no, if she decides to kick up a fuss and contest the adoption, it could get very messy. And besides that, there are some people out there, some very good people, who could take advantage of this, try to hurt me, and they might try to take Will away from us.
That's what I was trying to tell Cassie.
Yes, well, Cassie is sometimes too generous for her own good, isn't she?
Toward me? In this case, she is. I just don't want to see her get hurt, Richard.
Of course you don't. Nor do I. And Alonzo, I am not going to watch her go through the loss of another child.
I understand.
Good. So you will leave with Camille?
Yeah. Yeah, of course I will. It was my idea in the first place. But how am I going to explain that to her when she expects me to stay? She'll think that I have lied to her and abandoned Will, and I don't think it's going to devastate her.
I will take care of that, all right? And I'll make sure that she won't blame you.
How are you going to manage that?
I'll manage. Look, I know that we've put you in a very, very awkward situation here. So I'm asking you to do this. And I'm asking you to think of Cassie's feelings.
I think that's what we're both trying to do. I'll take it this little conversation isn't something I should mention to her.
I will take care of that.
Fine. Fine.
So, did I miss something?
We were just thanking Alonzo for his participation in the harbor project. With the safety of our ships virtually guaranteed, droves of people will be coming into San Cristobal, guaranteeing that this harbor project will be a complete success. Thank you, Alonzo.
Just doing what I can to help.
Wow. I can't believe the harbor project is finished. I really haven't thought much about it. I just can't stop thinking about Will.
Well, as you should be, thinking about our family. There's nothing more important than our family and our life together, is there?